The WYSC 2026 was action-packed. We have seen this happening in chess. Oh my god, and in a game between Suyash and Dineth Fernando in round 22, we saw this.
Okay. Oh my, oh gosh. Suyash just dropped his dial in utter frustration.
Okay, so how did this begin? Suyash Primanchali plays Fernando. Fernando wins game 1. Game 2, Suyash wins. The third game, Fernando wins. And the fourth game, Suyash once again beats Fernando. That's 2-2. And in this game, Suyash Manchali versus Fernando Dineth, they have to play. Both are tied at 17 points, with Fernando being with a better spread of 18-38, while Suyash has 11-02. Let's go to the game, shake hands, tango. First move of the game, it's an exchange, clunky, triple O's and I, and Suyash also does the same, exchanges the Q and the C and the G. Fizz is the first move of the game, followed by a WAY by Suyash, which is actually the second best move after Tozy. That opens up the spot for Mpox, which is the second best move after Podex for 67. Mpox scores decently well and it lands on the board. FEU follows for 40 points, which is actually the top move, with the FETOR being available on K5. Fernando drops Droid using the blank. So many options available, such as Lemuroid, Overmile, Idolizer, and all those amazing bingos. At this point, Suyash has Bistro on his rack and can play Bestower for 76 points, but settles for the second option, which is BOW Bow for 25. There's another exchange by Fernando, GLNTV, and Suyash responds with staves, just placing the R at the right spot and actually taking the lead for the first time in this game. Fernando replies with Miltia, with so many options such as limiter available, Maliest limiters, but Miltia goes for 96 points. It's actually challenged just as a confirmation, but remember there's no +5 in the youth tournament. Krantz comes down quickly by Suyash and followed by another Fernando Bingo Aurelius, playing it on the S with the floating N also being available for Aurelian. Donut follows by Suyash. At this point of the game, it's about balancing, and the score at 327, Fernando plays Conga, which just seems defensive, while Duo by Suyash just opens up the game. COD comes down quickly by Fernando, and Hain follows HAIN, which is actually challenged and is acceptable in CSW 24. The next move is QI, just shedding off the Q with the blank available for Fernando. Jet follows, which is actually the best move. T-Sold follows with the reseated available at the same spot, and Easement, Aesthete offering other good option. Madav's moves being followed, and with Fernando and the gods, T-Sold, it actually gets challenged. No +5 in the youth tournament. It goes down, taking Fernando to 451. At this point, Fernando has a bar line kind of rack, which is homeless. Suyash just staring and wondering why the gods have chosen the VY for him. Great commentary. Boys on a revenge mission. This after Suyash won the previous game. OI is the option for Suyash. Nimbler just tightens the board. Fernando, it's being challenged. Goodward, CSW 24. And at this point, Suyash has to make a move. Vela hoping for a 9-timer. And
Nine
this
timer.
happens.
Might we see that leaving the edges on his rack? AGES, showing his hand before he goes into the bag, picking ILR. Okay. Oh my, oh gosh. Suyash just dropped his dial in utter frustration.
Yeah, that's what the commentator made, and Balogun just saying, I remember Suyash behaving this way at the Bagalan Figures Fair. The guy picked those styles and gave up. It was one of those emotional damage kind of moves. This is just a day for Fernando. The chat was going crazy. Neo 4 was available for Fernando, scoring decently, some 30 marks, but PONG was the most preferred move simply because it blocks any possibilities of a bingo on top of the board. A couple of moves later and the game ends at 524, 394 in favor of Fernando. Follow me. WYSC 2026 was hot and getting hotter. Get a copy of my book. I'm Richard Mare. Bye. Adios.